Alright, what is going on guys? In today's video we're going to be looking at 5 really cool, really creative websites that will hopefully give you guys some inspiration. Now each of these websites are all doing something a little bit different, and that's why I chose them for this. First up we have Hape.io, Hape Prime, which is an NFT project. As we scroll down here you can see it's turning around, and then we have this pop-up. And at the bottom you have their partners. So it's actually a really simple site in terms of what's on there, but the way that they've done it is really creative. And the coolest thing about this to me is that you can scroll down, you can hold this down, and it changes, and it will know exactly where you are on the page, and it'll just change accordingly to the new one. I think this is such a creative little touch that some people might miss, but if you click on Roadmap, the audio has this sort of low pass filter on it. It's the really subtle complexities of the simple design of this that make it really stand out to me. For number 2, we have Julia Gartner, photographer and cinematographer. This is a really cool website because the design really fits well with what it's about, photography and cinematography. So up here we have the aperture, which you can turn it to light and dark mode. You have your f1.4, which is really wide light aperture, so there's your light mode, and then there you have your dark mode, which is f22. It's really creative little things like this that just give it that edge. It's in these small details that you can really make a website unique when you're designing something. In the background you can see there's this sort of animated grain, which again goes really well with the photography theme. Scroll down, inspired by Iceland, case study. One thing that's really important with photography websites is that they showcase the photography, because that's the whole purpose of them. But 2, you want it to be accessible, because if it's your portfolio, the people you send it to, you want them to be able to quickly see your work. They don't want you to have to wait for long loading times and a difficult navigation. But what I really like about this website is each album has this kind of opening screen like this, which has got this really cool sort of PNG overlaying background, which is just done with PNGs, and that text just kind of slots behind. It's these little touches that some people wouldn't even notice, makes the biggest difference. Really cool. There's the slider, which is kind of custom, and it just really showcases our work, which is really awesome work. So awesome website, Julia. For the 3rd site we have another portfolio. This time it is Marco Cornecia, product designer and sometimes developer in San Francisco. Now what I really like about his portfolio, it's really simple. You can see all of Marco's work here, but each one of these, this could have easily been done with just images, but instead he's made each individual box interactive. So you can click into this. It really helps showcase his work, because not only do you get to see it, but you get to play with it. It engages users to spend longer on the site, you get a better feel for his work, and it gives you something to play with when you're on it. Really, really cool stuff. Alright, for number 4, we have Cave World. Now this is another NFT crypto project, I believe. It is a game, I think. It has sound. I'm going to turn the sound off. So you scroll down, watch the teaser. That's just the video. But what I really like about this website is the use of illustrations to really gamify the experience and make it look quite dynamic and alive. At the end of the day, a website is just something to give you information about whatever the website is about. And this does it in a really engaging storytelling sort of way. As you scroll down, you have this that scrolls horizontally as you scroll. The way that they have condensed and made a nice clear hierarchy of the information on the page is really good. It doesn't feel like there's too much text, but you get a real feel for what it's about. I will just say I don't know much about this project whatsoever. If it's a scam, I am not promoting it, but it is a cool website. Really cool site though, that just comes alive at each individual section with the subtle animations and illustrations. For number 5, this is the last website we have on the list. We have the studio who made Cave World. Now this is actually a studio that I've come across before. Their website is mental. eStudio NK or Studio NK. They have a really dynamic website, so interacts with the mouse cursor. As you move the cursor, it moves this background. as you scroll down, it moves you through this 3D world with this consistent sort of neon alien looking branding. They have done an amazing job of bringing an interactive experience to desktop users. This loads really quickly as well, which they've done a fantastic job with optimizing. In here you can click into Studio and there's a whole transition here that takes you to the Studio page. This website is an entire experience. This is really next level to what we typically see for agency websites. Some would maybe argue that this is a little over the top, but I think it's cool, and here I am talking about it, so it's doing something right. So that was 5 awesome websites that will hopefully give you guys some inspiration. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe to see more design related content, and I will catch you guys soon in another video.